Hello aspirants, welcome to Ekam IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about a recent effort by India to conserve big cats. What is it? International Big Cat Alliance. In what particular context we are going to discuss this, we'll understand. Along with what are all the key features you need to know about International Big Cat Alliance in a short and informative video. So first, let us understand the context. Recently, 4 countries including India, they have joined and they have completed the process of becoming members to International Big Cat Alliance. In this context, let us understand what are all the 4 countries first. So it is India, Nicaragua, Estonia and Somalia. So these are the 4 countries which have acceded to the membership of International Big Cat Alliance. In this context, let us understand more about this. So first we need to understand what are all big cats. So here big cats are 7 cats which are jaguar, puma, leopard, lion, tiger, cheetah, snow leopard. So one thing you have to keep in mind is out of 7 big cats, we have only 5 in India, right? We can generally see 5 except puma and jaguar. So these 2 are native to American continent. Except these 2, all other 5 are native to India, and we'll understand more in detail in the further video. So then we'll understand about International Big Cat Alliance. So when was it launched and who launched it? It is launched by India in the year 2023. Why was it launched in 2023? Because in that particular year, we have marked 50 years of completion of Project Tiger. So on that occasion, our Prime Minister has taken pride to announce the initiative which aims to conserve all the big cats, not only the tiger. So in this context, 50 years of Project Tiger. So that is the main reason why we have launched this particular International Big Cat Alliance. As you know, this was actually launched in the year 1973. And it was the most important conservation effort by India because, you know, tiger is our national animal. So, and we know this was actually announced after our Prime Minister, the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, attended Stockholm Conference with respect to environment conservation in 1972. After coming from that particular summit, she has taken 2 major decisions in terms of environment, that is bringing a national legislation with respect to wildlife conservation through Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 and also Project Tiger in the 1973. So then we'll understand what is its main objective. So its objective is to conserve all the 7 big cats. 7 big cats. So we have seen what are all the big cats, right? So to ensure that all the member countries, almost how many member countries are part of this? 94 range countries are part of this alliance. But out of this, we actually have to formalize our membership into the alliance. So who are all members? They have to try all the possible way to ensure that these animals gets conserved in their local area. That's the main objective. So what are all the 7 big cats? We already have seen. Then with respect to India, out of 7, only 5 are there. Except puma and jaguar, easily you can remember, right? So then what is its membership? As I told you just now, we have 94 range of countries covering all these 7 big cats, but still only 24 countries formalized their membership in International Big Cat Alliance. Rest of all the countries are actually in the process of formalizing their membership. Then what is the eligibility? Eligibility here means any UN member country can become part of this alliance. There is no restriction. Any UN member country can become part. So if you know how many are UN member countries, write your answer in the comment section. Then what is the governance? So how this alliance is going to operate means there is a governance council, so which is again elected from the members of UN General Assembly. So governing council will be having members elected from the governance Assembly of United Nations. Then what will be the funding mechanism? So India on its side from 2023-24 year to 2027-28 period, India has given 150 crores for this particular alliance in terms of conservation of 7 big cats, not only 5 big cats. Then what is its headquarters? It is headquartered in Delhi. So this becomes the 3rd international organization to be stationed in India. So what are all other 2 alliance or organizations which are stationed and operating from India? Try to put your answer in the comment section. Then we'll see the conservation status and the 7 big cats in their territory. So first thing, we have tiger, which is our national animal, and it was also having the scientific name, and we also want to understand its IUCN status. It is having endangered as IUCN status, and it is registered in Appendix 1 of CITES. CITES means Convention on International Trade on Endangered Species. So this is also an international conservation effort, mainly to protect the animals which are traded very often. Then we also need to understand its status in Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 1. So easily you can remember all animals which are actually seen in India except these two are Scheduled 1 animals itself, right? So then we also have to understand lions. So you know lions, although currently we are having 70% of the global tiger population in India, we are very proud of it, but actually lions, if you consider, we have very limited population of tigers. Almost 600 tigers are still only there in India, and they are only there in the Gujarat state. So in Gir National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary, we have few population of lion itself. Then we also need to understand its category is under vulnerable, and then Appendix 1 and Schedule 1. So coming to leopards. So leopards, we are very comfortable. We have almost 15,000 plus leopards in India, right? So, and its status is also vulnerable in Appendix 1, Schedule 1. So snow leopards, you know, this is considered to be ghost of the mountain because of its hardness to predict. So generally it will mix up with the snow and all. So it's very difficult to identify. So for that reason, it is considered as the ghost of the mountain. And this snow leopard is also the state animal of Himachal Pradesh as well as Ladakh. So coming to its status, it is vulnerable, and it is also in the Appendix 1 of CITES. Then we have puma and jaguars. These are not actually seen in India naturally. They're not found in any natural habitat. And then, you know, cheetah. So cheetah is always in the news in the recent times because of its reintroduction. So India has made very great attempt in introducing first intercontinental translocation of any particular animal, and it was successful partially, not completely, because you know we have lost many of the cheetahs which we got reintroduced in India, but still those we could increase our numbers. So cheetah got extinct in the year 1952, and we have now introduced African cheetah. It's not Asiatic cheetah, and its current status is vulnerable. So here the status I mean is African cheetah. It is not Asiatic cheetah. Asiatic cheetah's status is critically endangered. Only population of Asiatic cheetah is available only in the country of Iran, right? And then Appendix 1 is the status along with Schedule 1 animal. So if you know which particular state is actually having the current population of cheetahs that got reintroduced, let me know in the comment section. Then let us see the practice question of the day. So in which international framework does the International Big Cat Alliance align to protect the endangered big cat species? So among these, which generally cooperates to the International Big Cat Alliance, try to put your answer in the comment section. Then, as we have reached end of the video, today we have discussed about International Big Cat Alliance, why it was in news, who are the new members to this particular alliance. We also have discussed about 7 big cats and their conservation status along with the practice question. So if you like the video, do let us know in the comment section. Thanks for watching. All the best.